Blade Runner 2049 is an interesting film. I recently watched it out of boredom and Ryan Gosling. Let me tell you, this movie isn't your average sequel. So let's talk about it. The story of Blade Runner is quite good as well, but there's something I didn't do before watching this film. Blade Runner 2049 does not care if you haven't watched the first one because this movie is targeted for people who've already watched the first one. So I did watch it because I didn't know until I watched video on this film. But even if I didn't watch the first one, I do enjoy this film a lot. There's something that were quite confusing, but this movie does make you think a lot, and honestly, I don't mind it. I do enjoy this movie having Ryan Gosling being the detective, learning more about the world. Another thing I do enjoy is how it's like this human versus no god type thing going on. Humans are being made, not born anymore, except for Harrison Ford's daughter, who's the firstborn human to ever live still. And it's quite interesting. I still don't get why Jared Leto is the main villain of this film. Lastly, I forgot to mention, I really like the action in this film. Like how it's not just people just doing karate for every 5 minutes. The action in this film is gruesome, quick, and honestly, I really like that approach he took for this film. The characters in Blade Runner are quite interesting. Ryan Gosling's character is a Blade Runner who hunts fugitive replicants. I really like the Ryan Gosling character, Joe. Yes, that's the name they gave him, but I'm going to call him Ryan Gosling. Anyways, I really like how Ryan Gosling's character learned the meaning of humanity, like how in the beginning of the film he kills anyone, and then end of the film he helps Harrison Ford's character find his daughter to show that Ryan Gosling's character is learning more and more about humanity. Another thing I do like is Ana de Armas's performance in this film. I like that her character has a lot of involvements in Ryan Gosling's character as well, and how even if she's fake, she's quite real to Ryan Gosling's character. I really like that. Lastly, I was quite surprised how they handle Harrison Ford in this movie because usually remake sequels he's in are quite bad written. So I like that his character is handled well in this movie. And one thing is, why is Jared Leto in this movie? The visuals in these films are just amazing looking. Some of the sets they made for this film just looks good as hell. I love they explore more outside of California in this movie. The scenes where we meet Harrison Ford looks really warm. I really like the orange color of the atmosphere, the surroundings of this film. Lastly, the hologram scenes. I really like how they did the holograms in this film. Seeing a huge Elder Almas looking at like Ryan Gosling is something felt really alone and bright. I really love the visuals in this film. Amazing. Overall, this film is honestly really enjoyable. But of course, you have to watch the first one before you watch this one. So I'm going to watch the first film and then come back to watch it again. And I'll probably make a re-review it again, of course. But again, honestly, it's really great with amazing visuals and stories, and I fucking enjoy it. 9 out of 10. I'm him.